What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got an animal. Well, a monkey. Are they apes or monkeys? It's a mandrill. There's like a distinction between apes and monkeys. So, this is a mandrill. Cool looking guy. The guy with the big blue nose. So, we start with the eyes. So, like, we're along the sort of horizontal sort of center. Maybe a little bit higher. So say if the center point of my page is here, I'm a landscape paper. So you want to use a pencil and eraser for this and sketch it out. You can always do ink on top afterwards. So center point of my page is about there. You just move up and we'll start with his eye, right? So sort of a big it's kind of like a human eye nearly, but big sort of curvy top line coming around like this, right? And then at a sort of point here, I always say it kind of looks like a bird's beak, and then it comes around the bottom like that. And then his iris is like a circle in underneath here, like so. And then his pupil sort of somewhere in the middle. Right? And his eyes are real dark, right? So we've got like this sort of tear duct area, but like the skin around his, not skin, but like his eyeball is actually black, right? Around there. That's basically his eye. Let me go over, do the other one. So we're quite close together now for these guys' eyes. It's like half an eye or 3/4 of his eye. Say from his tear duct to the side of his iris, that'll sort of fit in and it'll give you the distance to the next eye. See, it's real close, right? So that's where this starts. And then this will go around again. A bit curvy. Down to there, right? And then this is like a spiky bird's beak. And then we go around here. So I always think that looks like a bird's head, right? Say if you put the beak here and an eye there. And then the body would come down this way. That's what it looks like to me anyway. And then his iris. Some of that circle with the top cut off by the eyelid there. And then the pupil in the middle. Right, like so. And then black around. So what you can do then is add some detail to the eye. So you can add like a highlight if you want. You can draw this, or you could do it with color. It's up to you. You could color the eye, and I like to use sometimes this stuff to put a white blob on top of the color. So that's a good trick if you're. And then you can add some hatching sort of lines just here coming around the eye. So lots of ways of doing this now. So this just adds a shadow on the eye, right? It just makes it a little bit darker, brings it to life a little bit, right? Of course, if you were pencil shading, you could just shade it with pencil. So he's got like this sort of brow sort of area, right? So it sort of comes across the top of his eye. Right, so it kind of goes down, right, and all the way around. Joins the other side of the eye. And it comes down this side, right? There. And then side of his nose, sort of in here, down to there, and this side comes out to there, like so. Okay, so then he has like this big sort of bulbous nose that comes down this way, and maybe some like eye lines. Yeah, we'll do the eye lines first. So like eyelid line coming around here, and these can be kind of wrinkly, you know, sort of lines like that. Some lines coming down, wrinkle lines kind of coming down here, and then like an eye socket kind of area here. Right. So kind of, again, sort of real wrinkly. Sort of lines, right? And we do the same thing sort of on the other side. So add some extra lines here. Side of his eye, make it sort of wrinkly and stuff, and then that sort of eye socket area, and it's like hairy on the outside of this, so his fur comes out from there. Right, so then that big nose, we have some nose wrinkle lines coming across here, right there, and then this red part of his nose down from here, like so, and then this will go down like this, carving out and in. So it curves out and in. And then there's this sort of side area to it here. And kind of a line up the middle. Like that. Right, so then nostrils kind of curve out here. And then they go in around, like so, and down to a point down here. Like that, right? And then this can have like sort of a curvy section on top. So his nostrils flare out kind of wide going around this way. Curve in here. And then the dark sort of area in there somewhere. And the same thing on this side. Out. And I guess it's kind of dark inside here, so you can do this kind of with, you know, some hatching or color it black. There, and this sort of red section comes down towards the mouth, there somewhere. So then he has these big blue lines that come around from underneath the eye, okay? So, and they're kind of bumpy sort of lines, right? So it comes down this way, right? Another one. Kind of like this. eventually this will join his mouth down here, but we'll just do the other side first. So coming out from under his eye, right here. And then his mouth will go around here. Go underneath his nose, up to there, and back around the other side. These will have some extra sort of wrinkle lines like so. Okay, so then his bottom, so his chin and his sort of bottom lip kind of area, right? So his chin comes down, and this, he's got this kind of beard, right? So this comes around here, and then we will have like a hairy sort of line there. And what I'm going to do is add like a sort of a bottom lip kind of line just there, and maybe some shadow just in here. Some fun about drawing monkeys. Don't know what it is. It's like they're kind of like human, but not human. Yeah, I said that. Monkeys, they're kind of human, but they're not human. Right, so he's got like this beard that comes down here, right? So you might as well just add, that kind of comes down from his face. Just the spiking hairy line. Like so. Right, now his head. So he's pretty crazy looking, he's real furry and stuff. So we have this area around his eyes, right? So we've got this where the fur sort of starts, right? So it starts to come out from here, right? So this is all kind of hairy coming around his brow, right? Goes around the other side. Right. So he's got this like big pointy head, right, that comes down, and it's just fur around the outside, and then there's some extra details for his face and things. So say like do like some extra sort of fur lines just here, and these sort of light kind of lines, right? So like his face and his head. This is all fur. This is just like fur texture. Done with these sort of hatching lines, right? And then coming out from, we'll get them, I guess we'll get the main parts of his head drawn in first, right? So we got this right at the top of my page here. You just have to add these sort of furry lines, right? And this comes out real wide, so like the side of his head will be like out here, like the side of the fur. And that's the top of his head, right? The side of his fur on this side. So line it up. So it's like another face width out. That's how wide you want to go. The width of his face, out that far again, out that far again here. And then what you'll do is you'll start adding these fur lines. And you gotta like make it kind of furry. You can draw a single line if you want, but it's more sort of realistic to make it kind of furry like this. And eventually sort of, it's like kind of here, right? So he's got like this sort of hairline that comes out. This will start to like change direction and go spike down. Right? So these spike up because it's like the top of his head, and then these ones will start to go down. And they kind of get longer. Right, like so. And then we do the same thing. So say this area. That's where you sort of change your direction. That. And then in here, so we've got like this sort of brow sort of area, right? That's like comes around here and then comes up. These sort of texture lines, right? And they're just light sort of hatching lines, just dots and dashes. Right, kind of like that. And then we'll finish the rest of the fur. Bring it down around to his beard, right? It goes all the way down. Right, and then so let's say some more sort of texture lines just to show there's some like bumps and stuff coming around his face here, right? So like these sort of fur areas just showing that it's not all flat inside here. Right, that kind of stuff, right? And then his body or his shoulders. Now this can be a more smooth line because the fur seems to be more smooth coming down here. Right, like that. Much of this stuff now you want. And yeah, like again, so like down here, furry sections, texture. whiskers. Mandrills have whiskers. Yeah. Right, so we'll give him some whiskers. So like. Right, but I think that'll have to do. That is how to draw a mandrill, or to sketch a mandrill. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.